Good morning, everyone. It's October 14th, 2019. America. You know, one of the biggest problems we have in the United States and uh, most of the Western world actually is the lack of personal accountability. I was watching a video and I thought it was a high impact flicks blog or vlog rather, and so it was this morning, and somehow the video got deleted. And it may not have been, but I went through all the videos that I watched this morning looking for this clip. So I'm not going to be able to share this particular clip with you, but I do have another when I get on. But first I'm going to describe to you what was said in this clip, and let's get into it. All right, so the clip was of a incredibly obese woman, right? She was there complaining about the power outages out there in California and the wildfires, and she said that she can't breathe without her medical equipment. Okay, and she obviously, at least from what I can see, was not able to move very well either because of her extreme obesity. Um, and here's the deal, all right? This woman wants people to have sympathy for her when she was the one who allowed herself to get so grossly overweight that either or and smoked a lot of cigarettes on top of that, right? I mean, look, if you're going to be a glutton, you probably shouldn't be a sloth too. And if you're both of those, you probably shouldn't pick up a habit like smoking, because you already have a major problem within your gluttony and your sloth. So she holds that electric company responsible for her breathing equipment not being able to work due to the power outage. And don't get me wrong, I don't sympathize with this particular or any other power company, but the point here is, if she had not allowed herself to get so grossly overweight, she would be able to breathe, she would be able to move. But she made the decisions each and every time she crammed more food in her mouth, smoked another cigarette. She made those choices. We, as the American people, should not be supporting people who have destroyed themselves. And speaking of personal accountability, so I have a video queued here, and it's regarding the treatment of children of color in school, and their lack of opportunity. And we got to get into this because this again, these individuals do not consider personal accountability. So check it out. All right, she's a civil rights attorney, and she says that there needs to be educational justice. Okay, let me back it up just a little bit here. All right, this should do.
Many of those parents are finding themselves at a loss for what to do. This week, civil rights attorney Nakima Levy Armstrong joined hosts Tabitha Wallace and Tyrell Ventura on Watching the Hawks to discuss her work in education justice and explain how parents can better understand their rights within the American school system.
We have some of the worst racial disparities between white children, black children, and other children of color in terms of educational attainment, high school graduation rates, high disciplinary rates for children of color, and specifically high rates of children who are designated as needing special education services. We see far too many children of color being labeled as having emotional behavior disorder, for example, and being pushed out of classrooms.
All right, so I'm going to pause it right there. You probably don't need to hear any more. She basically keeps repeating herself. I made a comment down here on this video because, it's just utter bullshit. All right, so there's my comment. I said that civil rights attorney is full of shit. The public school system sucks for everyone. I've seen how some of these poor minority children behave in school, and the fact is they behave badly. The problem is behavior and a lack of parenting, not racism. This victim mentality is making POCs look bad, as if they are incapable of achieving without blaming the whites for their personal failures. Go to some of these classes. You have POC children being the most disruptive and inconsiderate, and then when they get in trouble, racism is to blame. What a bunch of victim race baiting shit. And it's true. When these children do things such as dance on their desk and act out, when they get disciplined for it, they say that the teacher or the principal or the students complaining that they're behaving in such a manner, they'll say, "Oh, they're racist. They're racist." And I've played the videos for you of the girl dancing on the desk. Not just one girl, but a couple of them. And when she stepped on the white student's desk, who you can clearly see was utterly miserable within that environment, knocks her off his desk, racism. This victimhood shit makes you look weak. It does. And if you want educational opportunity, you got to sit and do the coursework just like everybody else. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to fucking spell or do math or even speak correctly. And again, the problem is personal accountability. And people always want to say, you need to be accountable for your crimes, but they'll never, ever talk about other types of accountability. And when it comes to police and people of color and transvestites and all these victim classes, they are not to be held accountable for the way things turned out for themselves, and everybody else is a cop hater or a racist or transphobic. No, it's not that we're any of these things. You made yourself an asshole. You made your kids an asshole. They behave like little assholes at school, and they get in trouble for it. It's very simple. And if you're a cop out there breaking the very laws that you claim that you're upholding on everyone else, it's police hatred or some shit like that. Anti-law enforcement. Yeah, I'm anti-law enforcement because you guys are full of shit, just like this fucking civil rights attorney with the poor me mentality. Alright. But the main focus here is, I was checking out a Canadian prepper video yesterday, and he was talking about this will get you killed, and in Shit Hits the Fan, and he was talking about not trusting people, and how it's a common trait among types of people. All right, so, and he's right. He is completely right that not trusting people may end up getting you killed in Shit Hits the Fan. But, on the other hand, if you trust the wrong person or wrong people, that same thing will get you killed as well. You can't just trust anybody. You need to develop a system of interviews before you allow people into your group. You have 2 or more interviewers, and you ask a series of questions. You ask the same questions in different ways. One interviewer asks the question in one way, the other interviewers ask the question in other ways. And how I would choose the people is through answer consistency. If for example they're lying about something, they may fudge the story a little bit because they're not understanding that this is the same question just asked in a different way. You must be very, very careful about who you trust, because that person that you trust could be the son of a bitch that stabs you in the back. So, yes, not trusting people will get you killed, because you need other people. You can't stay awake all the time, right? You can't shoot a large group of people that has you mostly surrounded by yourself. You need other people to fire at them as well. So not trusting can get you killed, but trusting the wrong people, the conniving victim type people, will get you killed too. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. And until next time, kill the state, live free. Oh, look at that shit.